Hi, everybody. There's more people out there that's watching me than I think. I removed one video I did last night because it caused it caused a problem in the household. Let me ask you: do you ever do things that you shouldn't share? You shouldn't share for various number of reasons. And then people start calling the people involved that I talked about. And then I get phone calls saying, Jim, did you say something about me on YouTube? Well, heck, I don't know what I put on YouTube last night. But I'll delete the, I'll delete it. What else can I do? I had to call one friend up here to find out what I put on it because I don't watch my own videos. I don't know what I say. I don't want to know what I say. Hey, the thing about getting a little bit older, and I know that I talk to the older crowd. When I say the older crowd, I have no idea if I mean 60, 65, 70, 75. I'm 76. It could be anything. And I like to talk about things that might uplift you, um, things that that I'm doing. Do you know why I'm doing this? Because I don't want to write anymore. I was planning to write a lot. I have written a lot, okay? Since 1969, I've written, about 15 books of poetry. Yeah, it's the truth. You can look it up on Amazon.com. Many will be out of print, several will be in print. And I just don't feel like writing love poetry anymore. I would rather change to relationship or feeling poetry of how we feel at our age of 60 and over. How has things changed? How have relationships changed? How has now living alone changed your life? What do you do in your free time? Are you alone? Are you lonely? Have you decided how to make a social network? You join whatever clubs might be around you, whether it be bowling, which isn't around here, whether it be church, which we have a lot of churches around here. Um, uh, get actively involved. A bar. Go to the same bar all the time. You'll meet a lot of people that will remember you and be glad to talk to you. I'm not suggesting that. I'm just saying I know that's true. So what I'm emphasizing now is life in the older age. I don't have a title made for this yet. It's life in the older lane of life. How we deal with our health, how we deal with our friendships, how we meet new friends. I tell you, if you look in my past videos, you're going to see somebody, and you'll see the envelope. Someone sent me a letter and said they were so lonely. It's on. You can read it if you want to. I don't know what it's titled. I'm so lonely. She sent it to Jim Wortham, Madison, Indiana. No. Did you catch that all? She didn't put the address on it. She did not put my address on it. How did she know me? Where did she find me? I'd show it to you now if I had it handy, but I have other letters from her. She keeps sending me letters, and daggone it, I'm looking for them now. We'll go through this again. I'll show you the actual one again that she puts Jim Wortham, Madison, Indiana. I don't know if she put the zip code. Well, I showed it to my post office person that it was in my post office box. And I showed it to him. I said, how did everything's very rapid now? How did you even think to look me up and put this in there? He says, I have no idea how you got that letter. We've never seen this happen before, where a person doesn't put the address on there, especially when you have a street address too. So we've become good friends. Let me rephrase this, and we're trying to become good friends because she doesn't write all that often, but when she does, well, let me tell you this. I'll tell you what she says. She says, Jesus told me that he's going to help me find a house in Montana. She says, I went to the realtor and looked at the houses in Montana, and I found the one I wanted. She describes it to me. Why can't I find a letter from her to tell you what state she's from? Don't you love it? I think she's from Louisiana. And I'll share this because she thinks, I don't know if she's on Social Security or not, but she thinks Jesus is going to make a way for her to go to to Montana to have this house. Real nice house on a. I've been in Montana several times, and let me tell you this: I went there because of a timeshare, and let me tell you, that's not where you want to retire if you're a single lady, 62 years old. That's the type of letters I get. Yeah, they like me. Just put Jim Worth in Madison, Indiana. It'll get to me. If you want to put a zip code on it, put 47250. 47250. Post office people say, "Oh my gosh, how'd he become so famous?" I don't know. I tried to become famous in 1969 writing poetry books. Wrote about 15 and never became famous. But now you can just put Madison, Indiana and get me. At least one person can. Okay, we're rambling tonight, aren't we? I'm not dressed good. I got an old t-shirt on. I'm unfortunately having to get up too early tomorrow morning to see a doctor. So I just thought I'd get on here to release stress. Do you care if I release a little bit of stress tonight because I gotta get up in the morning too early? Didn't sleep last night. If you're like me, you're having problems sleeping too. Because contrary to what you used to hear, that the older you get, the easier it is to sleep. I have found it to be 100% backwards. The older you get, the more problems you're gonna have. The more problems you're gonna have. Eventually, if you do, fall asleep. So, you get the NyQuil out, you get the over-the-counter medicines out that's available, and you hope that some of it works. I'm not suggesting that whatsoever. I just know people that do that. They drink NyQuil. I know people that try all sorts of things to sleep that's advertised on TV. Relaxium. What is that? Relaxium Sleep. I bought that for about $50. I still got half of it. It kept me awake. But yet they have this guy that ran for president, saying he fell asleep the first night. Now, do you believe it? I'm here to say I didn't fall asleep the first night, or the second, or the third, or the fourth, or halfway through the bottle. I might try it again. Give it a chance to clear out. Calcium, I take a calcium pill. Magnesium and calcium will help relax you. So will a Tylenol. Be sure you're not allergic to any of this if you do take it. Sometimes I don't sleep till 5. One time this past week, I didn't sleep till 5:30. It was at 7:30. I don't know because it changes. The perfect time I sleep would be if I could actually fall asleep by 2 o'clock. We're going to work on this sleep thing. I bought a book from the Dollar Tree the other day that says, Fix Your Sleep. I opened it up and it read like a daggone college textbook. And then the next thing I thought was, this dude got hold of one of those artificial intelligence machines and wrote the daggone book. Because it didn't sound like a person wrote it. So I've read 5 pages. I may look at it again. I sure might. I wonder if everybody has problems sleeping. Do you have problems sleeping? I mean, you don't have to be 87 to have problems sleeping. I've had sleeping problems all my life. Getting up last night it was about every hour to every 2 hours to get up to go to the restroom. And didn't drink that much water or anything else. That's what it's like to get older. I've been tired all day, okay? I'll tell you the truth. I feel better right now, as I usually do at night. I feel better right now than I have felt all day, which was total fatigue, tiredness. Now I know I gotta get up early and go to the doctor. 1 hour and a half away. Put yourself in that shape. See if you'd like to do it. We're just chatting. Us old guys, aren't we? And us old girls. We're just chatting. We're letting you know how things are for one person and maybe for 2 people. Okay, I think it's about ready to shut down. Somebody asked me last night, why do you not ask for anybody to like your videos? Or view your videos? Why don't you ask them just to hit view? Because they ain't. And then they ain't going to do it. There's nothing to like about it. And then the next question was, you don't ask for subscribers. Well, that's obvious. All you got to do is look at the number of people that subscribe. You know I'm not going to become famous or make money at this. This is an expression because I don't write anymore. This is an expression of doing something halfway creative because I do not there's something missing between here and my hand. I don't write anymore, and I have written a lot of books. You can check it out on Amazon.com under my name. But my hand won't work here anymore, but it might in the future. I might do some oil painting also, who knows. So, I've blabbered enough. As you know, I'll be on here again probably tomorrow. I'll be on here talking about things that you may or may not be interested in. And I'm going to try my best not to mention anybody's name for fear that phone calls will come in here at 6 and 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning mentioning that someone in my family was mentioned on this broadcast. And I did. I did delete the one last night, and it was pretty good from what I was told. I don't watch my own videos after I do them, but I talked to my friend today, and he told me what I did. It wasn't too bad. I didn't say anything bad. I just told the truth that someone had a medical crisis. Is that too bad? We all have medical crises from time to time. I have another medical crisis to tell you, but I won't tonight. It happened last night to a friend of mine, and he had to be taken to King Douglas Hospital, but I'm fearful. I'm fearful of mentioning names. I'm fearful of even calling them friends, so I don't have to mention their name. But the information that I would give you may be important to you. So you can tell me what your thoughts are if I should mention people that had crisis and how it turned out and not mention their name. Well, we haven't gone but 25 minutes, and we haven't even gone 25 minutes. My goodness. I thought I talked for an hour, didn't you? Thanks for tuning in, and you're probably going to hear from me tomorrow if I make it back from the doctor's office in Columbus. We may stay overnight. You take care. Thanks for watching. God bless you.